Hi, I'm Randy Kaplan, co-founder of Silicon Creations, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about our IP portfolio in high-performance clocking and high-speed interfaces. Silicon Creations is a pure-play IP company. We're located on the east coast of the U.S. in Atlanta, and we also have a large operation in Europe in Krakow, Poland. So IP, what's it all about? We can talk about specs. PLLs and SerDes, they have to meet certain levels of performance in order to function in the system. But at the end of the day, once they reach that level, the question is, how do I know what's the right product for me? And what we see in the market is, in the end, it really comes down to confidence, risk, and support. How do I get this IP with good enough performance into my system and have it perform in the way that I need it to, in the way that it's specified for? How do I do that? Well, you got to look at the numbers. In the case of Silicon Creations, we have more than 1,000 chips in mass production with over 700 different IP products. So you can think of us in a way as design consultants. When you come to us for IP, essentially what you're getting is world-class experts with experience on not just hundreds, but over 1,000 chip integrations with that IP to make sure that everything goes well, and when your chips come back, they're working as expected. With clocking IP, it's not just the PLL or the clock generator, it's the whole system. In order to get a clean clock to the high-performance circuits where you need it, you have to look at the whole system, from the input of the chip all the way to the last latch in the chain. Therefore, at Silicon Creations, we provide a whole array of supporting IP, not just PLLs and clock generators, but also the crystal oscillators, the low noise input buffers, jitter optimized clock distribution, differential buffers. And beyond that, we also need testability. So we provide built-in self-test logic, jitter detection, supply droop detection, and all the pieces that you need going around the PLL to make sure that the main clock that you care about is pure and as clean as possible. So PLLs, at Silicon Creations, this is about 50% of our business. We have more than 400 different PLL IP products in every major foundry, from all the way back to 180 nanometer down to 2 nanometer. We specialize in advanced node FinFETs. More than half of our products are in either FinFET, and now we're starting nanosheet and more advanced process nodes as well. As I mentioned, we need the whole clocking systems infrastructure, so we're also supporting low noise crystal oscillators, free running oscillators, and other low noise buffers. In addition, with crystal oscillators, we're supporting MEMS resonators. These can be placed in package so that there's no external elements on the board, which can have huge benefits in terms of power reduction and also increasing performance for high-end applications. So again, as we see here, it's a wide matrix of products. The PLLs themselves actually derive from one main architecture. So although we have 400 products, the architecture itself is common to most of them. And what we can do with that architecture is tune the variables up and down. So for example, with a little more power, you can have a lower jitter PLL. We can also trade off area, frequency performance, number of metals, and other parameters that matter to the customer to get an optimized solution. So with these trade-offs, we're able to have ultra-low power solutions as low as 5 microwatts for IoT. We can have jitter-optimized solutions that are below 150 femtoseconds of integrated jitter, and general-purpose SoC PLLs that can be used for almost every common application on your chip. In addition to that, as I mentioned, there's the clock distribution, and then all the supplementary support systems, such as spread spectrum generation, jitter filtering, jitter monitoring, arbitrary phase shifting, and so on. On the other side of our business are the high-speed interfaces. So I mentioned PLLs are about half of our business. The other half are high-performance SerDes. Silicon Creations was founded almost 17 years ago, and we've been building SerDes since the very beginning. We now have over 50 different SerDes IP products in our portfolio. As with the PLLs, we're currently focusing on advanced process nodes, specifically FinFET from 16 nanometer down to 5 nanometer and soon going to 3 and 2 nanometer in the years to come. We're supporting multiple different interfaces, some standard consumer interfaces such as PCIe, Gen 3, 4, and 5, USB 3.1, JESD, DisplayPort, and several others. In addition, a significant part of our SerDes portfolio is focused on low latency. So this can be quite valuable for applications such as high frequency trading or die-to-die SerDes, where you just need to get as much data across the interface in the shortest time as possible. Going back to the clocking systems, with both the SerDes and the PLLs, we need high performance I/O buffers on and off chip. So in addition to the full SerDes, we can also provide standalone I/Os with jitter optimized performance for ultra high speed clock or data interfaces. So again, we have to look at this holistically. The IP is not just about a PLL, it's about the reliability of the PLL, it's about the reliability of the product and the whole system around it. We have the clocking systems getting the clock on the chip and off the chip. We have the SerDes getting high-speed data on the chip and off the chip. In the center of it is the PLL. We have over 400 products in this area, over 1,000 chips, more than 10 million wafers in production using our IP. So coming back to the beginning, the big factor is risk, reliability, and integration. This is where Silicon Creations is very, very specialized. Silicon Creations has been recognized by the major foundries. We've been recognized by TSMC as IP Analog Mixed Signal Partner of the Year for the last 6 years, which we believe is based on the high volume production of our IP as well as customer feedback about the quality. And we're also now members of the Samsung Safe IP Partner ecosystem as well as the Intel Foundry Services Accelerator IP Alliance. Thank you so much for watching.